The political hot goose. You see, don't for me, you the fry. And for don't for you, you the nyaka nyaka. This na the Hot Goose Network television. Me na gentle, the political hot goose. You see, don't for me, you the fry. And for don't for you, you the nyaka nyaka. Today, na May 9, 2022. Today, my family, me, na the Hot Goose Network, they come reply to a message where Sylvia Blyden'S been sent to the leadership of the SLPP, to a message where Sylvia Blyden'S been sent to the membership of SLPP, and that message it been sent on the 6th of May 2022. People then send that message to me, then say, gentle, you need for listen to this and see how you go reply to this woman. Some people then vex, then say Sylvia Blyden'S use some language we not commensurable to the standards of society. Well, then they are the people their own opinion the way they be used, and I respect them and they get right to that. Some people them na the SLPP, they be the send their own reply them in various forms, sometimes acceptable, some other forms. Well, now at the CC, na the opinion of the individuals they are and at the right for do their response in as much as Sylvia Blyden'S your right for send that message to the leadership. So as the PRO of SLPP North America region, and they can make a reply to that statement, to that message where Sylvia Blyden'S sent to the leadership and members of the SLPP. And they reply to that statement for two reasons. One, because Sylvia Blyden'S na APC personality. And then number two, Sylvia Blyden'S is sent a message to the SLPP members and also to the leader, when our president Tok Anubio, and me as a PRO for the party are duty bound for come make clarifications to some of the false statements them. Some of the statements that we Sylvia Blyden'S make, I will refer them as false, malicious, and misleading. The statement that the way Sylvia Blyden'S put inside that message. I decided for take me time for really listen to the message them and let I assess some of the reasons why Sylvia Blyden'S used some of the statements them we use inside that message we sent. One of the reasons now that I understand say Sylvia Blyden'S they try for reinforce the offense where Kemosi say commit against the president of the country and against the state of Sierra Leone. Now that the reason we make Sylvia Blyden'S be very careful for let go around the statements them where Kemosi say make. She became very economical with the fact that go one try to defend Kemosi say in any shape or form, because it clearly knows see then statement them where Kemosi say make then statements them Now false statement them, and then statement that they're malicious, and then statement that they're misleading, and then statement then they're offensive to the states and they're offensive to the president. And Sylvia Blyden'S know clearly about the existence of the cybercrime law. You know, he understand clearly within the inside the cybercrime law where they don't enact. But they try for evade that part, for letting them make listeners them and Sierra Leoneans they understand say there's an existing law where they defend the next individual in your right. Because in as much as Kemo Sise get a right to freedom of speech and expression, but that they get for me with due regard to the law of trespass. And the law of trespass in Sierra Leone, now for make sure say they protect the rights of the other people. Then. So Sylvia Blyden'S clearly knows say Kemo Sise infringe on the rights of the president of the Republic of Sierra Leone, when a President Madabiu. Sylvia Blyden'S knows say Kemo Sise don't offend the law under the cybercrime law. He know that one clearly. But what they try for do, they try for dissuade una attention from the fact of the issue. And I expect say Sylvia Blyden'S for don't come and apologize on behalf of Kemo Sise and appeal to government for letting tamper justice with mercy, or appeal to the also to the government, because not to the executive, not to the judiciary get case. The judiciary then they just go case to them. Sylvia Blyden'S no say Kemo Sise don't offend the law. Sylvia Blyden'S no say Kemo Sise don't offend the president. That statement the way Kemo Sise make, na harder statement. That statement the way Kemo Sise make, na statement the way it make clearly where it offend the president, and Sylvia Blyden'S no they ever use that statement directly as Kemo Sise use them. It not go do them. If not lie, let it use them and they talk to you, Sylvia Blyden'S. If not lie, use that statement there as exactly as how Kemo Sise present them inside video. You will not do it. I know you will not do it because you clearly understand the magnitude and the weight where the statement they get where Kemo Sise use. So I believe say in response to your message, what do you for don't do? You for don't try for come for apologize on behalf of Kemo Sise and for try for appeal to President Bill and the government of Sierra Leone. And you appeal to the SLPP membership because Kemo Sise not only offend President Bill, it offends Sierra Leoneans. Because with president, when are the president of Sierra Leone, even Sylvia Blyden'S, you say Kemo Sise offend you. Because a president of Sierra Leone, now everybody president, for let you describe them falsely, let you raise allegations then around them, we're not correct. Nobody no hold and guilty for that, they will never na the wall. Then for let you use them malicious statement they are. Now it can an offense we're very serious. When every citizen for vex by Kemo Sise, you know that one. And Kemo Sise don't also offend himself as a citizen for disrespecting, for telling lies about his own president of the Republic of Sierra Leone. But the law talks say, he who asserts must prove. So if the law don't come in for protect President Bill in your image, where Kemo Sise they come for can dent, and for can destroy the good image of the New Direction government and Sierra Leoneans, then president, where America self come and talk say, this is a great democracy, a great government. They describe her as a great government. America senators then come. Then describe her Minks, Senator Minks describe her as a great government, and it describe President Bill in leadership as a shining example of democracy in Africa. Sylvia Blyden'S, you know that one day. Then this, an individual, where people that they say, you know where, he get sound mind. Kemo Sise get sound mind. Now the minister, he understand clearly what he in the state out. And people that they clap for her, and he knows that the video, he do it with intent for damage the reputation of the hardworking president, where they don't describe in government as a great government, where they serve as a shining example to democracy in Africa. Kemos is a one denta. By extension, for destabilize the true effort, for destabilize the good name where that president don't make and where Sierra Leoneans enjoy. Then Sylvia Blyden's, you can't you they send message for say a wrong because they detain Kemos Sise. I mean, they expect to say an apology for Concawit. But my family, the reason why Sylvia Blyden do this, now because they try for reinforce waiting Kemos Sise say. Because in a politician. And also, Kemos Sise offend the SLPP party where they come to. You for don't apologize, APC and Kemos Sise, even you Sylvia Blyden, you for don't can you apologize to the SLPP members, including me. Because now we present that very good leader, when I present Talk Anubio, for that it can make America, they can describe the Sierra Leone government as a great government and as an example, as a shining example of democracy. Now we present that candidate to her. Now we present that individual. We don't brand the image of Sierra Leone. So that's why the SLPP will not need for apologize to him for that statement them where we not send Kemos Sise for do. Because now the entire APC membership, now they send Kemos Sise. Because if not to them, they will not write a press release, they distance themselves from the statement where one of them, where that Kemos Sise make against the government, against the SLPP party, and against the leadership of the party, and against the president of the Republic of Sierra Leone. Sylvia Blyden, they can reinforce and encourage the fact say a gladly for let it look as if what Kemos says to do not true. So they try for reinforce her. Now that make it they bring their statement there for say it wrong, for let them bring Kemos Sise to book, for let can respond to that. And they try for downplay him. And they try for reduce the seriousness of the crime. And they try for count funny around the seriousness of that offense. And she knows what I'm saying. It's true. And this thing, Sylvia Blyden, you need to stop. You need to stop. You forgo for write a press release, you condemn Kemos Sise, that's number one. You apologize to the SLPP membership. You apologize to the SLPP leadership when our President Tokanubio, and also you apologize to Sierra Leoneans them. You apologize to the president of the country for the flagrant statement them, the unacceptable statement them, the false statement them, the malicious statement, and the misleading statements them, and damaging comments them where Kemos Sise make against the individuals there and their group of persons that we are don't call. So reinforcing those statements, downplaying those statements that you they reinforce the statements where Kemos Sise don't make. And you know say that one they go incriminate you as well. Sylvia Blyden, you know say that they go bring you in as an accomplice. Think about it. So you got to be careful where they bring out statements. That we get right thinking men out there where they able to decode some of the things the way they bring out. They assess them very well and bring them out to the public and lay them bare like gentle. So me they respond as a PRO and at the request of you, at the demand says Sylvia Blyden, you hang heads with your political party them for let them bring out a statement condemning the flagrant statements them where Kemos Sise make the irresponsible comments them where Kemos Sise make against the state, the president, the SLPP membership and leadership. Don't blame the judiciary for nothing. Not try for circumvent, not try for bail. You know, at the same time, Sylvia Blyden, they try for downplay the program, for reinforce, say the man do well, but in our state, what is Kemos Sise, it become very technical, how they present her for protect itself, and for let make the government look bad, for let make the people that look, President Bio look bad as if they do wrong. We don't know bad if they do. And that the correcting, they don't do. Now that one they do clearly. And then at the same time, what they do? And they try for lobby the judiciary for let it prevail on them tactfully for let them tamper justice with mercy. And they flatter the Chief Justice. We call them flattery. So you need to stop that kind of politics. Madam, flatter the judiciary for let it coax them so that they will handle the case in the way where they want for let them handle them because they know say that a very serious case. And then that the recent law where they passed 2001, when the cybercrime law, and she knows about it. Now woman where they read a lot, and a woman from my own understanding, she's very sensitive to details. So he understand clearly what are the weights of the offense we cannot don't commit. But in the try for use the gullible mindset of Sierra Leoneans them, especially the APC, Tolobo, Tolgate, body, illiterate them, for let it try for downplay the seriousness of the offense. But you need to stop this and me and not tolerate that kind of thing. Now that make a come to the for explain to Sierra Leoneans them and make a reply to you in the form of demanding you to make an apology, first of all, for this kind of game where they play, and to make an apology, including you and your party, to the individuals that are Adult State because of the erroneous crime offense where Kemos said don't commit against the SLPP, against the leadership, against the people of Sierra Leone, including you, and against the President of the Republic of Sierra Leone. And let you stop for flatter the judiciary for your own benefit. And the judiciary, they're smart enough. So that flattery technique, you need to stop. Yes, they go talk about bailable offense. Sylvia Blyden'S, they talk about, say, SLPP not go benefit nothing from where they put Kemosi say na jail. Then they gain a lot. One of the benefits the way they go get, now for make sure, say, then deter other people from getting into trouble. For make sure, say, then deter other APC and other frivolous Sierra Leoneans them from committing similar offenses. And then the law therefore. Now, one of the benefits of the law, why the law they punish people. So that people then will not say, and also the other benefit is for let people they realize say the cybercrime law is their life and it in existence, not to just a dead law where they can't make a lay. So this will make a raise awareness that law is there where they try for watch the behavior and attitude of Sierra Leoneans then for let you know how they conduct themselves in society. So this now it benefits where not only the SLPP they get them, the APC they get that benefits. Sylvia Blyden'S way say it don't go serve no benefits. I want let you know say it go serve them. It go benefits even you. And the benefits where you don't get that means you refuse for comment on the case. That's one of the benefits where it give you a check. And it also give you the benefits from letting you know say for restates what Kemosi say don't do. Now that make you try for reinforce and but tactfully for persuade the people we gullible for let them believe what you talk. But they demystify all the statement the way you don't give, where you encode and then they decode them. So you're wrong. Kemosi says wrong. It's supposed for the and you know that. And this habit and this conduct where APC they conduct themselves so it not going to benefit them nothing. Why? Because it will continue for make people that continue for hate APC. Because this kind of character, this kind of behavior, APC, you know better. When I don't in governor for 11 years, when I know the rules, when I know every laws in that country, when I know how for conduct yourself, but when they refuse for conduct yourself appropriately. Meaning, when I know what they do. So then conduct say, when they behave, when they break the law, so that when the law hold, and when I know say when I break the law get for hold. You know that better. But when they break them deliberately with intent for smear, for paint the image of the government black. So that people it don't seem as if the government bad. When a lie, not to so. When really in real sense, the government they do the right thing for protect the country and for protect the constitutions. And then Lord and the way the parliament they make. Because if government don't they take action, then meaning the government irresponsible. Then the laws they are not protected. So that means the arms of government and they take swift action, like the police and the judiciary. That's the job that they do, and you know that. So this thing what they do, they benefit to them because when they do them for use political means, for gain political credit. But this criminal act, they help una. Instead of una gain political credits, Israelis are going to continue for it una. You don't understand? So this is not in the way you need for tell you people them. Sylvia Blyden'S. Tell them, let them understand. But you try for meander your way around. That is not going to work. That's not going to work. It's not going to work today. It's not going to work tomorrow. It's not going to work any other day. So this is a very serious issue where they bring to Australians. When I drop, when I comment them on this. So this is what you are doing. And all within the state, they do that the right thing. Sylvia Blyden'S, they also do this issue because it won't corroborate. It won't corroborate the issue with Kemosi say with in your circumstance we occur with them. And why you think say Sylvia Blyden'S get for wait until the date where the law be apprehend them for let it come with this Kemosi say in issue. Now corroboration in the bill because when I understand say if we don't talk say it get for go na ECOWAS court for make a case. Well, you get the right for go any court in the world. But the case where they go with, does it have merit? You get to check on that. The case where they go with, is it a necessary case? You get to talk on that. Then the case where they go with na ECOWAS, you don't check if it gets any locus na ECOWAS. That's another question. Have you exhausted the court national loan before they go ECOWAS? You don't try for check what it takes. And what do you have to do before taking court cases to ECOWAS when there are courts in Sierra Leone? Have you ever brought a case against the state in that direction? Now the government of Sierra Leone, the courts of Sierra Leone, then they refuse for listening to you. Remember, there's what we call sovereignty. And sovereignty is respected in the sub-region. And sovereignty is respected in the entire world, Madam Blyden'S. You know, they give you this sense for letting not go ridicule yourself out there. Because if you ridicule yourself out there, indirectly Sierra Leone is ridiculed. Because they know they present you as Sylvia Blyden'S, then they present you as a Sierra Leonean. And when that happens, we all as Sierra Leoneans, you don't indirectly represent you because you they go serve the as a microcosm of the entire macrocosm of Sierra Leoneans. Meaning you are the unit of representation of the entire Sierra Leone. So that is just the sense where they give you. If you want to think about it, but I know they stop you for doing what you want to do, but not go misrepresent you as a Sierra Leonean. But however, if they try to corroborate the message, I just want to tell you that the reason why people they pulled that message on the 6th, they want to corroborate in your circumstance where it get bitterness for still. She's still bitter about certain things. And she got the right to be bitter. So she's feeding fat on the bitterness she already has, the ancient grudge she has harbored for certain set of people in Sierra Leone and in that government. So meaning that the reason this what I talk say, all the messages Sylvia Blyden'S bring out here in that audio, they are malicious. And the message is misleading because the thing the way it no say cannot say commit na heinous crime, but they try to reinforce them for let people them believe say na true cannot say talk. Now that's the reason we make let's bring a justification here. Now that's the reason we make Sylvia Blyden'S go bring the issue of the issue for say American government don't pull a press release on human rights. We don't talk say Madam they kill people. Madam in government, they do bad in them. That's the lie. There is no release like that. No publication, not like that. America not they contradict themselves. Now, America take the delegation from the Senate, then go to Salon, then describe President Bio's government as a great government, and then further state say President Bio's new direction government is an example, is a shining example to democracy in Africa. So you think say America go Canada the other day over the tweak of an eye. They go describe the government saying a killer government. They go tell the president say the key people them. No, they know they don't. Then America will never contradict itself. So now, for now, I believe if Sylvia Blyden'S no say that statement where they talk, that reporting, when even 100 no more don't see, because nobody not see that reporting at the whole world. Me not see it. Sylvia Blyden'S that I know, she's very good at bringing out evidences. If you know say it get the talk correct talk. So why you not present that evidence there so that the layman will not get access to the reports the day where America they give, you get access there so that you go help them with that information. For let them see, let them read for themselves, let everybody read them. We say America say, Madam you the kill, Madam you the this. It just do all this for justify and for reinforce Kemosi say a bad statement the way it don't give. Instead of it apologize, instead of it tell in political party, when are the most corrupt and dishonest political party in Africa, when are the APC, for let them go apologize. So this is what Sylvia Blyden'S is doing, and that's not okay. Sylvia Blyden'S, you need for stop and you need for go do the right thing where you for do. So this message they go to you directly. And this message also they go to the APC political party and the leadership of APC if they even get. Because I know say they don't get leadership. Where they don't get leadership now, where Peter Conte the head. As presumed. So this is the situation. There is no report not ever come on a lie. The report where they, now the one where they say, Madam being government, a great government, and is a shining example to democracy. So me, now the PRO of SLPP North America region, and they give this as an official statement of the political party, where me they represent, where Kemosi say don't offend. As I talk on behalf of my leader, when a President Bio, when the President of the Republic of Sierra Leone, for the APC and Sylvia Blyden'S, they apologize because they don't hurt we. And they talk and plain. And while every Sierra Leonean, and they also talk on behalf of Sierra Leoneans, and even on behalf of Sylvia Blyden'S, where Kemosi said don't offend because you don't describe a president wrongly. You don't humiliate. Kemosi said succeed for humiliate the president. For tarnish the president in good image, in good character, where we watch as Sierra Leoneans, where we anchor on, where we rely on for getting that power, and they try for tarnish them. The credibility where President Bio don't build along around the world and in the entire Africa, where don't make them make him the head of African PR review. If President Bio now the type of person where Kemosi say been described so, if now the type of person where Sylvia Blyden'S, the lie say America don't write so about where not showing the publication. Why they for make him as the head of African PR review, now the entire Africa, when they in charge for shape and monitor the democracy of other countries, now Africa. You feel say if somebody get that kind of stain, when Sylvia Blyden'S they present say America don't talk about them, for say they kill people and they commit human rights abuse. If you say that true, what it Kemosi say they talk all, you think say the entire Africa for appoint President Tok Anubio as the head of African PR review? No, because they appoint somebody where they become a model. Where they become a model. Now that make America say President Bio is a shining example of democracy. Now that made them appoint her for head the entire Africa PR review in terms of democracy and good governance and human rights issues. So for let's say Blyden'S can't lie now, it's sad, it's unfortunate. Madam, you need to stop. Right thinking men then they are, then they decode you very well. Gentle day. Don't forget. So the US government not states nothing like that. If they talk, let's see if Blyden'S, I challenge you now. Bring out the evidence and put them out. In no day. She will never bring it because you know saying a lie is a lie. And you know say even that statement they make back so against the government, against the country. You know say an offense also under the laws where they now the cyber unit crime law. I know say Sylvia Blyden'S they do for let them hold them back because now the pattern this now way APC then they do. Then they break the law deliberately because they don't get message for sent to Sierra Leoneans them. They don't get anything where they don't develop no alternative measure to the suffering where they be done left Sierra Leone under, to the austerity where they be done left Sierra Leone under, with President Bio, they solve the elect today, they clean their messes they are. They don't get no alternative measure for contest President Bio a good job. So then they do this now because they want to gain public sympathy where they don't get forever get. Not to sympathy they give vote. Now good message then they give vote. Not to lie, not to propaganda they give vote. Now very serious approach where they use for solve the people the problem. Now they give vote. Like what President Bio they do. Even way when they cause. Thank God, Sylvia Blyden'S, you self-talk say, President Bio don't do very well in the issue of Lunsar, the Marapa mines. Now that they mean say, now the economic structure, that President Bio be don't establish, don't build. One day it don't happen in a saloon for let government make the mining company the way they can mine, for let government get share for the money, when a 10% of that money where they get, apart from the taxes the way they get for pay. One day it don't happen in the country for let a government make the people that inside they mine the minerals, let them get percentage of that money. Now, President, you don't make sure say any mineral, any profit where Marampa mines and get, then they give the community, the Lunsa community 1%. So meaning, if Marampa mines they make $10 million, then they give $1 million to the Lunsa community for develop the community, for make the community look well. It has never happened in the history of Sierra Leone. Yes, in this case, that message was Sylvia Blyden'S be saying, say, not to irresponsibility for talk about that one day, that's not true. The responsibility day of the one day where they in governance for let them talk about that. And this not true, that day I go give you credit. Not to you for doing. The one they wait for doing, they expect say they need for the doing. Because beaucoup things the way they happen, where Madam Bio they do, where people that they refuse for talk about. Beaucoup things the way President Bio they do, where people they know they talk about people the way they get money from the government for that job, they know they do the job. So it sound as if Madam Bio know they do nothing. And it sound as if the president is not working. But we don't say the president they work. And then they tell the people they waiting, they know they interpret that to the people. So they call on the one they were responsible for the one they do ya. Una step out of una soft zone them. This is not governance is different from politics. And the politics they come in. Una go out there at the village, the Marampa, una engage the radio stations, una talk to the people, una call meetings. Now una explain the what President Bio don't do for them. We're powerful. This is what you should be doing. My brothers and strategic communication. I think that one day, Alpha side will be beginning at a certain point. They go put local, but you don't cut them off. Then they give una money. I know say the government will do well, and una they una do ya una now go and tell people them. Now big job man that you don't do for the Marampa people they so for put local people them. It has never happened. None of mine in the South Africa meaning they sign a 99-year and Salon be they get nothing. And as Kroma APC not do nothing for support the people. President Bio don't do that one day. That's the right thing when Sylvia Blyden'S talk. But the only thing when Sylvia Blyden'S do way wrong, and they try also for tarnish the good image of the government officials in the State House, say they write wrong thing them. They make error. Now the websites of State House. Well, I'm not going to deny say there's no error. When I made a call an error, nothing the way you know they able to see. Now, anything, now I tell people now the difference between error and mistake. A mistake is a blemish or blunder that is self-corrected. Meaning any wrong thing we do, then you detect them for yourself, you correct them for yourself. Now, mistake that one day. But an error is a blunder or blemish that is not self-corrected, but it has been identified, it has been discovered by someone else, and someone corrects it, or someone calls your attention to it, then you correct it. That's an error. And you do it inadvertently, meaning you do it not planned. You know, they plan for doing. It don't happen because when you write, either your hand too fast, pass your brain, or your brain faster than your hand, you do some error. You do some mistake, some wrong things then, where you say not able to identify and see past other persons here. So if other person don't see her, instead of you go, even if you see her, because I don't go believe, people don't go and believe their statement they are because you don't mislead a lot inside your audio. Even if you see her for argument's sake, then you say you don't become a good Samaritan. You got to go here and disgrace your country. Because anything about State House now about Sierra Leone, now about you. Did you make an effort for call personally? Because you say you use your newspaper, you correct her inside there, you make a fine. That is good. Thank you for that. But then, why you for talking again an error for saying a so error today? Meaning you did not do it, you don't go get no credit anymore. If not true. Did you call the government officials and you get the phone number, you understand and say, But when I make some error, when I go correct, and that is what a good citizen does. They try for clean and cover the shame of in country. Did you do that? Instead, you can't provoke them. If not true, you can't turn for describe the government bad. Let we left for poil with government. Let we left for poil with country. It is now time for us to sit down and think good. What benefits you get, Sylvia Blyden's? If always don't go correct and fine according to you, for like again a air, for can spoil the image of State House and the state, if it's not true. Because if me go see a blunder, now mistake profile like America, then they do, then they call the government straight and correct and they don't go on air for provoke the government. No, in any do because the country in image you try for protect. Did you do that? No. So you have no credit. But I know say not true. Because people them where they talk to plenty out there, they don't get access to that website. So if they talk anything, he who asserts must prove. Why you not print them and photocopy and put her out? Because if you don't decide say they talk on the media, if you don't put her out, let all man see that error. Sylvia Blyden's that I know. So since you don't able bring the US statement, when talk say the government nasty, the government implement nasty things by killing people, when a lie, you don't able bring them, that is just in a lie. You don't able bring the error when they at the website of State House for can present say they write wrong English, wrong thing the expression, when I write the right for the president, when at the mining company right and put the company, that na lie. If they do this because the political gain they want. They want to continue for full the gullible Sierra Leoneans, we're uneducated. No wonder President Bio bring this free and quality education where APC defects to because they don't want to let people they learn and understand the right thing and the wrong thing the way they talk. But God will continue for make pauper Salongo better. But however, my brothers in a strategic communication, that side where Sylvia Blyden's talk for saying not to in the talk about the good job with President Bio they do. She's right. But left. Some of we are not they say at the funny now. I know they say. And they try for bring una down. No, I will never do that to any SLPP person, to any government official. Because I know say the job una they do is a hard. It's not easy. But at least do the job you are paid for. The people need to hear. They don't go to President, they don't go talk about the people they don't understand. Because they don't land that book there for they understand what's the percentage or this. Your job in strategic communication, that for going at the ground, go get at the people them, go get at the chief them, go get at the youth them, go get at the woman them. When I explain to them the benefits of President Bio in effort, don't bring through the Marapa mining to them. Then go understand, say, this man is doing well for them. But if when I left, APC go propaganda, they go present lies to the people of Marapa. You understand? There's going to be a problem for you. And we're not going to there for defend all the time. We will be proactive. That's what you are paid for. You understand? But that's not good. Do you have me brother there? When we do them, we get vehicles and some of una. When they put fear there, when a government fear, when I go there now una job anytime we president come and go. The job of strategic communication, when a boss. When I pick him one, they do very well. If they do external jobs, them, they sleep in a net. I know what I'm saying. So why are you not helping him? Why are you not helping him? The director, Dr. Mwana, he's a very hardworking man. If they do the brain work, if they go if they go internationally, if they do a lot, that man not they sleep. But when I know the gear and the support we required, if they pull on back na the job, they will say they don't sack una. And inside the strategic communication, President Bio employed people cut across the country, cut across region, tribe, and political party. We get several people and they will come up from different political parties, then they work. But why would I not go talk to una people? If they take the job now in hand, they will begin say, Madam, you don't sack people. They don't pull it. No, but you are not doing the job. You need to do the job. I know they say una not they work, but una get for work harder. The Minister of Information, they do in your beats, not to get for come out again, not to rather get for come out, for go back at their village a day. That's why they get officials they wait at the system where they work, then they pay una. Not to pick him one again for come out again, for go explain what the President Bio don't do na no sir, that's why you are there. You are the foot soldiers. Hey, bo, me brother, they go. But when I now go, they go tell people they waiting Madam Bio, they do go. Why would they go see? Don't tell this year they go, but let's see about me, mama, they go. Una come on up State House now. Una not for the go sit on a chair. Some of una get different blog them. Una there on Facebook. Una get people the way that they listen to una. Una use that one day now as an opportunity for tell governments and for tell people the what government they do. I'm glad Fonty they do one. My brother Fonty don't begin to one. I'm happy about that. and don't begin to use in Facebook for tell people then about the good thing the way government do. So this is what I expect everybody to do. You the blogger, people that they attracted to your page, use your page, get a date, at least if now one time in a week, get that time where they set up, say, this one now for subject and to be job. Mean as strategic communication at the work, but this be page where don't grow, where people that they can now and they use it as an opportunity for tell them about the good thing them where the government of the President Bio they do. This is what you should be doing, Bo. Use your own private means to promote your government, to promote your job. Some of we they do have we own private resources. We they use them. We are not getting paid from government, and we're not vexed because we know say we they do have for promote the party, for promote the government, and for promote the president in good image. But why you back not for doing Bo? And what is if applied in talk natural not to enjoy for tell you now? If anybody with the strategic communication, you get Facebook page, where don't grow. You can't begin explain what the president don't do na marampa, put her into the layman's perspective, then go understand clearly. What is that the 1% where they don't get for that people and they how what is that they mean for them? How that they get for affect them positively? And what is that the 10% where government they pull out of their money company they hand instead of trading at 99 years where we know they get nothing. Go and tell them. Trade APC been get Khadija Sise, women get OGI. I mean admire that lady because they make effort and energy. Although na lie they been lie for people. But they put their lie in there to place. They were very active. Una go na them suburb they now. President don't talk down. Now una for go now and explain scatter them for the people and let them understand. Not to all my land book for no thing that want they mean. Gather them youth them. Tell them. So before APC go begin lie for them. But una know they do. All man is not sit and make big man. Hey, bo, my brother, bo, they bo, una left bo. If you don't say no, they able to do the job, be back. So this time is statement. Thank you very much for the job they do. However, that they not me say una no work. Una they work. I know how it is. Una they do una job. Una not get me mistaken. But we are una need for do more. Now we get for go door to door to people them. Not to for sit on a radio. Not to everybody they listen radio. Now that means they think say the mainstream media, they all the kind of social media now. You see AYV they go social media, then they go Facebook. Then you get Facebook. You where they watch me, where they work na strategic communication. Where people they don't attracted to, you know, they get 1 hour safe where they subject them to do your job. Make a strategic communication message to the people. 1 hour in a week. You get more people the way they will talk to them, let them understand. Now, so you will get not to forgo no more. You see, no, you talk boku, they give you salary, it's sweet for it, but you are work beyond that. I beg. Now begin to see. Thank you, Fonti Kabia. Fonti Kabia, you have started doing well. And I don't they observe, I don't they follow you. That is good. Now, that's the day me once lay happy. Now they go door to door. At first side, you will not begin at Friday. You will go now put lock on them, thing they go get that. That thing they know how it affects APC, them in the cost you. But now affect them. Bad one, they not be like that one day. You know, don't relax. Do your revive them. Una they go, una they tell the people them. They not get radio. Some man not get phones, say we get data. So they're not even listen to social media. But going to them, door to door, explaining to them before APC can lie, they will understand the good job President Bio they do. Now the only credit that they were against Sylvia Blyden'S. But then at the message I don't get, go to APC, tell them let them apologize. Do you allow we work together? Some of we they spend with resources. And I go still continue for spend my resources. Because it's salon better today. Myself go feel good. Because the more joblessness within that country. Now that beaucoup job matter you don't create soon at the north. We get brothers them. If you don't get farm, we say get paddy the way they don't get job, they get for beg you. Then they beg you every month now. But send for me $50. Me know how it been day where they salon at certain point and don't get job. I know what it means. Then they beg you. And we they spend that money they do to them. But if they don't get job, we don't explain the things they happen. Like when President Bio, they create that job now, they don't get success. We tell them they able better, able you go relax. You not go to send boku money again because that man they work. You know they say send for me again. Now say buddy they work now, so we go to sit down and laugh. Why I go free time? I go buy for me beer. I drink. We all you know go tell me say buy for me. Miss more money. Why I go go? I go able enjoy. So do you allow do that? Strategic communication. Let we walk. When they walk way, but now we have to work harder. Do you abeg? Una go down there, una left all this big man business, they make. We also make big man business, but una put yourself together. Una design programs and now. Una go to them village and explain them, hold meetings with them. All the institutions, the MDAs, they get PR with them. But I know one day you will start them they talk. For go tell people they within them the agency they do or ministry. They know they do them. It's time now for them. Una go do them. Una come down out there. Una come on una comfort zone them. The Ministry of Education. I know say they get PRO. If you don't, they go and talk to the teachers, they talk to other people. Let them understand what the ministry they do. The 70% how they do them. Whole meetings, the symposium, principals, SLT, other teachers, they go to school. Get out there. I think if you don't the whole WhatsApp, but not to follow sit down. Because if you not inform the person, you're not going to know what they do. You need for inform them there. Information is strength. Let God continue for blessed President Tokanubio. If they make that man the work, President, the work we don't do inside these 4 years. APC not do inside 11 years. APC not do no work. Cosmetic will sell them all over the place. Then they go village to village. Khadija say they go village to village. Then they bring people, they lie by them. Let alone inside 4 years. If Mother be let's see Sylvia Blyden'S in the talk say APC don't America don't cost them. If not true, why Mother be win MCC, Millennium Corporation Challenge? 3 times in a row, 3 years in a row. Now that government they say this government, but if not true, therefore don't pull in MCC. Now that MCC they nice Sylvia Blyden'S and the APC they try for discredit because that good thing will not happen to Salou through this president in leadership. Do you will continue? Madam, you don't do boku, but people they know they talk. The people that they know, but they try for do for let people they understand them more. But me they for make sure say everybody understand because me not gentle the political hot news. It's don't for me the fryer for don't for you the nyaka. But people they wanna share. Let's see us really as a read. This is the message. Wanna make sure say let it go to Sylvia Blyden'S, let it listen and let it make sure say they apologize to we, let it apologize to the government and the president and it tell in party when are the most corrupt, regionalistic, tribalistic, and dishonest party in Africa when are the APC for let them change their habit. That pattern where they don't get so. Now they don't get now. Then when they misbehave serially. APC they don't get a pattern now say whether they misbehave today, the other misbehave the whole of the other. So they want to give bad name to the government for let this where America don't matter you don't make America don't get partnership with Saloon through the MCC 91 point. That's what they do. So we are not listening. Sometimes the police we know how to prepare, even if we do bad. And if we do the police they see whole then they implement the law. We want to let them know say the government in charge. Now that they mean. So when they do they hold you. Police hold you. Meaning the government in charge. If you don't say Papa in the house, you know they behave anyhow. Yeah. But if they begin left there, they go say that the same what they say, but this government not in charge. Look at all man they talk now, we they control and lie. Where you do something, the government they control, get control mechanism for you. When you talk what you not supposed for talk, we get the law, you know, then they hold you. Not too bad for let the whole person. If APC be no say Panama route bad, why they not be making for 11 years? They not be make the fine. Oh, now they no say Panama route bad. The one the way they then are animal there, not to motor man there. Who done came out say we not for good. Make family. The only politician we know one day gonna sell. Even when they say a bad person, no matter be you know one day gonna sell. You know one day go Panama road, police don't ever arrest her. But yet they say a criminal. I go some criminal. Criminal na sell it they like Cremons say. What have you ever go there? One day we not watch the records there because na clean citizen we always don't conduct themselves well. That mean God bless her for protect this country. Me na gentle, me people there, una share. Let's see you as a year. Thank you, Dr. P.K. Mwana, for hard job. You did do am. Thank you for the Foreign Affairs Minister, Dr. David Francis, now a very great man. When I don't say I don't change the foreign policy of Sierra Leone, I don't change them, the inclusive system. Let God bless you, sir. You do very well, and would see and would benefit as a country. They don't come work na the country. They don't go down an international war for clean the image, for make good thing they can. If any good thing they can to that country, Professor Francis, a handiwork, a hand inside it. We see how you go now the AFCON again support. Let God bless you, Papa. And I thank to my brother, they all strategic communication, they do very well. When I continue for work, I just want to do more. I know hate you. I know say when they work. I'm glad for the work when they do, but we need to do more. I want to press on. I know they talk because I want discredit to know. I want no more let do more. Let una continue for support. Let all continue for support President Bill for let go before. I know say una they do and una will continue for doing. Una thank you for the job safe una they do. Una let we push. Let continue for push my brother them. Let we continue for push my brother them. We go reach there. Let not left sit down, then destroy that government. The worst SLPP in the family, not the best APC. So instead of APC can put you back austerity and destroy we, let we support President Bill for let continue for make Salon remain sexy and attractive. And I tell the chief minister, plenty techie, Jacob Jesus Safa, now a hardworking man. He's an all-rounder, now the people's person. I tell you, plenty thank you, sir. The support way they give the government and the people. We don't say as you don't become chief minister, you don't really go to the grassroots. You try for connect and they encourage you and they talk to you again. Continue for engage the grassroots. I tell you plenty thank you, sir, for your good job and the advice way they give and the way how they work with the people. That's very good. I'm happy for you and people then happy for you because we waited at the media now. Yes, 9 days we don't know they know, but people then glad about you, Chief Minister JJ Safa. Keep it up. You are doing very well, sir, and we are also happy about the job the way they do. Glad for the first lady. Keep pushing. I let them cost you. Be resilient. Continue for do what you they do. You know, mama, and you don't exhibit another country saying mama for the entire nation. And we're glad for everything. Let God continue for bless you and let God bless President Tok Anubiu for making salon sexy and attractive. When I share, you will they watch the video now for subscribe and share. You will they watch the audio, they listen from the audio. Do ya where you don't share them to your brothers and other groups them. Let them self get opportunity for listening. When I share, let's serious millennials and even the unserious one that's safe now. Now APC let them self here. Yeah. Una bye bye.
TV.